Welcome back to a new video. So today we're going to be installing some BMW carbon fiber badges. So without further ado, let's get them installed. We've got front ones, back ones, wheels, and even the steering wheel. We've got a full kit, and that's what we're going to be installing today. So let's get them installed. This is the OEM one, which we're going to be changing today for this nice new carbon fiber one, which looks a lot nicer already. So let's get the old one off and get the new one on. These come with sticky pads on the back as well. So I've just masking taped quickly the BMW letters of where they would line up to, so when I put on the new one it will line up perfectly. As you can see, the M looks a little bit smaller, but it does fit around about the same. So once it's on, it should look all right. Just going to take the old one off now. I'm going to apply this new one. This one should come off fairly easy, as it fell off the other day. And I did put some more tape on, but it has come off nicely. So that is the old badge. And all you do with the new one is I'm going to remove all this tape. Side by side, that is the old and that is the new. Old is basically fine, but we're going for like a gloss and carbon look on this car. I've got these chrome plates which come in a kit. I'm going to take these pegs off, as obviously there's nowhere for the pegs to go like the old BMWs did. So I'm just going to snap them off so that the new chrome plate can sit down on it instead of putting the OEM badge back on. So it's basically just going to sit in the new chrome plate, and the carbon will sit on top of that after, obviously, because the old badges we've got are a bit scabby on the outside. So that's all we're going to do, and double-sided tape them back on. Going to degrease it first, obviously, and it will go in place just like this, and then the badge will go on, and that is what it will look like. But now put some 3M tape onto the back of this, as it doesn't come with any. I've just used normal 3M, and then these two here will go basically right there, like that. So I'm just going to stick that down now, and then put the carbon badge on top. It's all peeled off, ready to be stuck down, so I'm just going to do that now. Just drop it into place, make sure you get it straight, press it down firmly. Now that that's in, get the carbon badge, just peel the back off and get it perfectly aligned with the markings like this, and press it down like that. So that looks pretty good to me. There it is. I'm just going to press it down now and peel these bits off, and there you go, that is the new badge on. That has transformed the car. Its front end, it looks a lot nicer now to match what we want as well, which is decent. So that is what it looks like. The condition is actually really good. They're not perfect because of the pegs, but apart from that, if you just snap them off, they're all going nicely. And as you can see, there's no rough edges either, which is decent. And that's what we like to see. Also with the boot, I've bought this black ring, which will go over this chrome piece here, just there, with the back badge. These are basically falling off, but it literally looked exactly the same as the front one with the pegs. They just go in like that. You basically lift it, and you got to try and get your nail in there, or like a tool remover, and basically just remove it out of place, and then stick the new ones on. And it had double-sided tape around this as well. I'm now going to degrease the back like that, and now I'm going to put the ring on top of the chrome one. This one is gloss black. So it's now on. You do have to fiddle with this a little bit because sometimes it likes to prang back off, but on both sides it's fitting decent now. Same with underneath, so that's a winner. And now we need to put in the BMW carbon badge. This one is slightly harder than the front because it moves, but it is now in place. Make sure you put some pressure on so it fully sticks down. That is now on, the chrome plate, and now need to put the carbon badge on. And that is it on and in place on the back. And as you can see, now that chrome's gone, yes, there's chrome on the BMW accents, but it's eliminated at the top ring, which we prefer. It looks a lot cleaner like that. I've seen a lot of fails on YouTube of people trying to take these badges off, getting a screwdriver and pranging it without taking the battery off. I'm not going to do that today. I'm literally just going to put the badge straight over the top of it like you're actually meant to, rather than pulling this off, and then it's just going to be carbon really. So I'm just going to put that on and go from there. So I'm going to peel it off. That's what it looks like. And now I'm going to stick it on. So this one is the old, this one's the new. You want to get it perfectly lined up. I'm just going to get that on now, like that. Press it down in place like so. I successfully not had an airbag blow up in my face. It would happen now I've said it, but just make sure it's firmly on there. It's looking nice. Better than what I did originally. So you can literally just stick them straight on rather than messing around trying to blow airbags into your face. So there you go, that's how you do that. And as you can see, it's dead straight, which is decent. Curtis can't get mad at me. Happy days. On to the next. So these are the new carbon badges for the wheels. This is a new back plate. It's chrome. You ain't going to see that anyway. But these are the old ones that we've taken out of the wheel. The backing is slightly different, but they are the same size as you can see, so it will be fine. So I'm just going to stick that on now, so then I can get it straighter once it's on the wheel, rather than trying to stick it on whilst that's already clipped into the wheel. So let's get that stuck on now, and then we can clip it into the wheel. Doesn't matter where this goes right now, as long as it just goes in place. Push it in place. And that is it done, and now that can be clipped into the wheel. So we're now going to put a carbon badge on the wheel. We have painted these, you'll see this in another video. I'm just going to pop them in place now. And there you go. That is the BMW carbon badges in. And they look very nice. So we've got some M badges for the side wing. With this, you want to go 180 from here. So just there, you want to go to 180. That's where it's going to be. That was the bottom of my tape. So it will go over that line, just like that. These aren't meant to be dead straight, they're meant to be slightly angled, where it wants to be. And that far from there, so it's about the same. That's the back of it. And then these are the pads inside, and they will stick in there. And you basically put it on there and just stick that badge on. This is a 3M sticker. You literally just put it on top of there. It doesn't sit in the grooves. It basically just sits on that thin line there. Obviously, this isn't a genuine one. This is just one from eBay. I'll put the link in the description and it will go onto there. With tape off, and stick it down. Press it down firmly so it sticks to it. Once you've done that, you can peel the back tape off and stick it on the side wing. So I've now made a box for it, so when I put it on, I know that it's going to be dead on my lines, and that is how I want it. So again, if I get my tape out, at 950, about 960, it is slightly different, obviously it's meant to be like that, it's not meant to be dead straight. And that is the points there, just so you know, the 210 and 1857. Peel the tape off. Now, I'm going to get it in line where I put my tape. Press it down firmly. And that is it in place. And there you go, that is it in place. Just peel all the tape off. And do the same on the other side, and then it'll all match up. And there you go. That is it done with the black M badges now, which does look a lot nicer. Same again, do the same measurements, and get it in the box. Like so. Press it in place and it's all done. And there it is on the side of the car on the other side. And it does look really nice. Let me know what you think to these badges down below. I don't think they're actually too bad to say they're from eBay. Link will be in the description if you want them.